Hey, beautiful friends, Teresa Lusk here again. I have a word I want to bring to you out of my book, Good Enough to be a Homemaker and CEO. It's actually out of the chapter titled Assured Potential Worthy Vessel. You know, many times I believe that the Lord puts a call on our lives and we begin to assess our own value, our own worthiness of doing what He's called us to do. And so we begin to look at our qualifications and do I have the experience to do this? And who am I to do this? I had a friend when I was struggling. I think it was in the writing of this book, I was struggling quite a bit. And I just said, I hear this voice just clear as day saying, who do you think you are? And really, who do I think I am to produce a book? Don't you know that you dropped out in the 8th grade? You had a child as a teenager. Don't you know that your life was full of bad choices and you've been a bad example, right? So the condemning voices, they take their place, they take their seat, and they get real comfortable when we begin to agree with those voices. But the truth is that that's not what the Lord asked me. He didn't ask me, did you earn it? Are you able to prove that you are the one who should be doing this? He didn't ask me that. He just gave me something in my heart out of my own life and testimony. And I wanted to show people how good God is. And so remember that when you're looking to find yourself worthy, remember that you have assured potential. That's because it comes from the Spirit of the Lord. The worthiness comes from the Spirit of the Lord living on the inside of me. And sometimes there's actually a religious spirit that has been well taught to be received and implanted in our hearts that they really want you to constantly proclaim that you're not worthy. You can't at all ever say that God used you for something, because people were quick to say, well, it wasn't me. I understand that. I understand fully that that the Lord is the one who chooses to use me, that He is the one who has provided me His Spirit to accomplish what He's called me to accomplish. But I don't always have to proclaim an unworthiness of my life to testify that God is good, that He's used me. He used me to write this book. He uses me to preach. He uses me to cast out demons. He uses me to heal the sick. He uses me. That was His instruction. This isn't a, are you worthy or not? This is just, God is God. He is good. And He wants to get His work done for His children and those who are made in His image. And so we have to learn to put aside the pre-qualification requirements that we often want to put on ourselves and that we allow other people to put on us. I'm not asking, am I qualified? Guess what? I know I'm not. When I started television, I had no experience at all whatsoever. It was just a dream that God put in my heart. It was a desire that God put in my heart, and the Lord trained me with His own direction. He trained me through other people's work, and guess what? We're walking together in His faithfulness and in His assignment for me, for you, because when I produce television, it's for the viewers. It's for those who have something that they need to hear that the Lord has put in my heart, or that I've learned to walk out, that I've learned to overcome, that I have victory over, or maybe some struggles, so that you don't feel alone. And everybody struggles with something. You just never know. So if we're looking for the approval and the qualification, forget it, my friends. It's not going to work. Just look for Him within you. He gives you the power to create anything, to do anything. And so that's where we're going to sit and appreciate the Lord today. So remember, you have a assured potential because God has put His Spirit in you so that you can carry out what He called you to do. And I'll leave you with that out of my book, Good Enough to be a Homemaker and CEO. God bless you.